All right. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to talk about is Tesla offering 4.49% financing. And if they are, it is going to change a lot of different affordability models and calculations, and will do a lot for Tesla sales, Model 3 and Model Y, or really any of the model sales in the near future. So we'll go through some screenshots of what I've got. And of course, you can take it for whatever it's worth. And also, if you're out there, if you've just applied, let us know. Are you getting 4.49% financing through Tesla Direct? We want to hear about it and share it so we can share it with everybody else. But before we get into any of that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, where you can get access to the best Tesla buying guide out there. It has links to all the best credit unions and interest rates and banks. Some of them even as low as 2.99 to 3.7%. But definitely check it out. Link down below, the Patreon link. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We got Brian, Steven, Jason, H and Keisha, Warren, David, Jackie, Marlon, JP, Naseth, and Fofoot. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. But let us take a look at this. So we discovered this yesterday, and so I've done some digging to see if it actually could be potentially true. But this is what we know, right? If you go to Tesla's beautiful website right now, where they've added this guy screaming at you when he's driving on a Tesla vehicle. But if you go to the Model Y section, if you go to any vehicle, actually, you go to order, this is where you can see where you can build any of the vehicles you want. And of course, we know that there was a massive price cut pretty recently for the Tesla Model Y in the amount of $3,000 across the board. And of course, the Model Y qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So of course, you get that when you file for your taxes next year. And after you build the vehicle, after you configure it and everything, you can then choose how you want to pay. Of course, this is important if you're going to pay with cash, or you're going to lease, or you're going to use Tesla financing. But if you use any sort of outside bank, credit union, or anything like that, where we promote on the channel that you should use, you can really choose anything you want here, but you have to email Tesla after the fact, so that you can switch your order to outside financing with a credit union. But this is what we know, right? If you go to this page, if you go to the loan section page, you can really choose any sort of term you want, anywhere from 36 months up to 72 months. And if you switch it, you can see the rate, or the APR financing rate, does not change at any sort of capacity. You can see down to 36 months, it still stays at 5.59%. Even changing it to 72 months, it's still 5.59%. But this is what happened yesterday. Of course, we did our daily streams here. We got on and did our usual thing and talked about, well, yesterday we talked about how to get the best monthly payment for a Tesla Model Y. So if you want a monthly payment for a Tesla Model Y in the $647 range, definitely check out yesterday's video or today's post. But anyways, in the stream, we actually had Powell's son come in, a viewer and watcher of the channel, and you can see right here, down here on the bottom right, he started commenting, and what he or she actually noticed and said is that they've got a Tesla on order, and they've got a Model 3 that they're about to take delivery next Friday, and they actually said they got 4.49% from Tesla, by the way, through TD. So let's unpack this statement. First of all, 4.49% is about over 1.1% less than the current financing rate that Tesla's got posted right here on the screen at 5.59%. So that's a pretty big rate drop. And so the second thing that we can unpack from this is through TD. So if you don't know what TD is, that's of course TD Bank. And actually, we did not know that TD Bank was actually a financing partner through Tesla, because because, you know, we've heard of the main ones. We've heard of Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, that probably a lot of you out there have either financed or have gotten through the approval process and got through that and got it approved or not. Because going through Tesla financing is actually one of the easiest way, the smoothest and easiest, most possible way to take delivery of your Tesla vehicle and go through, of course, their Tesla financing system. And then they partner you up with partner banks. That's Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and also now TD Bank. And so, of course, we had to go fact check this. That's where I found this thread on Reddit, in which another person 3 months ago actually got their Tesla taken delivery and everything and financed through TD Bank. And so it seems to be legit. TD Bank is a big bank. I actually used to have an account with them. TD Bank is, you know, actually around, and they've got locations and everything. And this would be very interesting if Tesla has started to now partner with TD Bank in a more maybe increased capacity and also potentially offering lower rates. And so 4.49%, yes, that's still a little bit on the higher end versus some of the other options out there. Of course, we've got credit unions, some of them as low as 2.99%, but really easily attainable for everyone else at 3.74%. Down below in the description, the Patreon link if you want to get access to the full list and guide down below. But 4.49%, I mean, that's a less than 0.75 or 1% spread from what's essentially the best. So I could see why some people, if they go through Tesla financing, if they go through the process with Tesla, I could see them going for that rate at 4.49% because it's not that much higher or lower than what is the best out there. So if this is the case, first of all, if you just bought a Tesla and used Tesla financing at 4.49%, or if you're in the application process right now and you just got 4.49%, please drop it in the comments or drop it in the live stream. We want to hear from you. If you can send me a screenshot, that'd be even better so we can get some proof and see what's actually out there. But I mean, as you all know, we are all about buying a Tesla, getting the best possible rate. And so once I heard it first, I want to definitely let the rest of you out there know that it is out there. So if that is 100%, it's 100% true. Chris Young, looks like you just came in, just got financing through Tesla for TD Bank yesterday for 4.49%. Chris, thank you for jumping in and posting that. If you could send me a screenshot of that, we'd love to highlight it. Maybe if you want to send it to my Twitter DMs, I'll show it right here on the screen right now and show it to everybody, the screenshot. But that's incredible news. Congrats to everybody that's able to get that for sure, because that really can change the game. And that's good to see that Tesla is starting to get into the Tesla financing game, or maybe even pushing some of their partners to give better rates, because at the end of the day, it's an affordability issue, right? Everybody looks at, I definitely look at monthly payment, and I do the calculations to see if it actually makes sense to buying a Tesla. And so if it's actually coming out there at that low rate, then that is going to be big news for Tesla and everybody buying a Tesla at the end of the day. Of course, there are still other banks out there where you can get lower rates, like 3.7 to 2.99 through credit unions and things like that. Patreon link down below in the description where you can get access to the full list and guide that we have and that anybody can join, but definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me. We can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the call, or after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the credit unions and banks out there to get the best possible rate on financing your Tesla. Some even as low as 2.99 to 3.7%, but definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And as an added benefit to all Patreon members, I do respond to all DMs or direct messages at a certain level. So definitely, if you want to join and ask me a quick question, you can easily do that down below in the Patreon link. But thank you everybody for supporting, and let's get into the next topic.